And why the fuck does it keep crashing every time I load this? This is fucking ridiculous. Getting really old.
He'll make your head spin. It's Brian Kilmeade.
Why do you think your polling is where it is?
Well, I don't think people, by the way, every major one who won re-election, their polling numbers were minor now.
Put polling aside then, right? Sentiment in this country, despite all these wins, is not very good.
I think all they've heard is negative news for 3 years. Everything is negative. And I'm not being critical of the press. But you turn on the television, the only way you're going to get a hit is if there's something negative. You don't, anyway. That's number one.
He is so delusional. He's with Stephanie Rule on MSNBC. First he said there's going to be a press conference in the afternoon. Everyone said, what are you talking about? No press conference. He meant an interview with MSNBC. Huge difference between a press conference and an interview with Stephanie Rule of MSNBC. What do you think? And then they put a lid, which means they shut down all media after 2:15. I mean, who's briefing him? That's not a lip trip. That's not I just reversed a sentence. I'm having a major press conference. I mean, an interview with Stephanie Rule, which is the worst question ever asked is, your son has problems. It's not linked to you at all. Of course it's linked to him. Have you been paying attention? You listen to Tony Bobolinsky, you see about the laptop that we all know is real? You hear about the James Comer investigation? What do you mean? Of course it's linked to you. But, I don't really think, I don't think he's Mr. Compassionate guy either. People are like, well, he's getting older, he's a little slower. No, he's extremely slow. I don't know who's making decisions, but we got major life and death decisions for our country at stake, and he's been unable to step up. And what he's talking about, which he didn't even get these polls yet, he says everybody's been where I'm at when they're looking for re-election. No, you're way below even Donald Trump. And if you think that you have negative press, you don't understand what negative press is. You talk to W. Bush or you talk to Donald Trump, that's everybody negative 20 of 24, 23 of 24 hours. On a good week for Donald Trump, most everybody looks past all your faux pas and all your big mistakes and your terrible policies, and they look past it. Right now, how you handle the economy, 36%. Overall approval, 36%. Disapproval, 58%. Head-to-head with Donald Trump, you lose big time. Now, I think what's most disturbing, perhaps, is who else he's losing. He's losing certain people in the demo and certain people he needs to win over. And I had it right here. And independents, he has gone from up 15 to -9 to Donald Trump. And he was at 75. I think he lost 15% with African Americans. He can't lose 5%, expect to be successful. And for those people who are saying, leave him in, he's the only one who could beat Donald Trump, are you paying attention? I don't think so. Listen to Rick Klein, number 2.
You talked earlier about that record low approval rating for President Biden. It's actually 6 points down just since February. And the skepticism over his leadership extends deep inside his own party. Only 36% of Democrats think that their party should nominate Joe Biden for a second term. 58% say they would support someone else or prefer someone else. That's despite the fact that the entire DNC and most of the Democratic establishment has rallied behind President Biden.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, and keep in mind, I always talk about Trump and Biden because they're going head-to-head. Ron DeSantis, it looks like he's going to forego the whole exploratory committee, let me think about it. And it looks like he's going to jump in about 2 weeks. Everyone's seen the polls. He's definitely a solid second, but he's not growing. In fact, he's decreasing. But after this session, his comeback should begin. I'm talking about the supermajority in the state legislature that he has. I think he's really got some gains for Republicans. I'm not sure how much going to help him in the general, but does he expand? He expanded the usage of the death penalty.